It's been a while since I've seen a Ricky game, and this is going to be definitely a good test to see how it actually goes. Seb, how you doing today, man?
I'm great. What about you?
Very good. This is a fun one. We've actually been able to cover all of Yandex up to this point. We've seen them kind of have a little bit of a struggle day one, but then a huge glow up day two, and now they are here day three up against Tundra. I like the draft. I agree with what they were saying on panel. I think they have pretty strong lanes. How are you feeling?
I actually disagree a little bit, if I may.
Okay, go. Do it.
I think the lanes are much stronger for Tundra than they were given credit for. I think that so the mid lane is the easiest one. This is it's Kunkka favored.
Yeah.
Both players are exceptionally good at their heroes. Like Bzm INVOKER is a classic. People might not know, but Cheer Junior Kunkka is also a classic. It is actually the equivalent of Bzm INVOKER. He plays this hero non-stop, and he's amazing at it. Actually, I do believe that the lanes for Tundra are much stronger than what they were given credit for. Like this Riki Darks here, they're gonna, I mean, first of all, 33 and Saxa are the best at like manipulating the lane and only coming to the lane when they feel strong enough. And they definitely are gonna have kill potential on this SF. Like this Warlock will not stop the Riki and Darks here double Iron Shell. Like the Warlock will not stop the SF from dying with these two heroes. They're gonna come to this lane when they have level 3, and the SF might just end up chain feeding. It could very well happen. Of course, there is play potential on Raiden, that is obvious, but I do want to mention that Fire has also a lot of play potential. And same can be said about the Monkey CM versus the double range. Of course, Swap is a good matchup against Monkey. Crystallis is specialist on the hero, he knows how to play the matchup, and I do believe in Tundra's aggression. If they exploit the potential of the lane every single wave, every single level, they can win the side lane.
I was really curious to see what facet the Ricky was going to take, whether it was the Exterminator or Contract Killer, because I think some people actually play around Contract Killer specifically if they're going to be doing a lot of like dodging the lane, looking for couriers, D-wards, stuff like that. But he goes Exterminator, so a little bit more of a farming focused build, so we might see him try to play for his own items, get things like Diffusal early on. Yeah. But
he's going to have a lot of levels with Darks here. We could see them do the, get Iron Shelled and just stand onto the neutral creeps. So this is definitely a Ricky that can scale.
Yeah, and I think one thing you mentioned, you're correct. Like they don't really need to play the lane. Like what's a Warlock gonna do? They just drag the lane and reposition the creep, and Warlock doesn't trade against Ricky well, so they should have a pretty good time.
I mean, they have no slows, no stuns. Like this Ricky Darks here is gonna do whatever they want on the bottom lane. Like they will get as much as they want, and they will only decide to enter the lane when they're going for kills, basically. And they have a lot of kill potential. Even the Monkey can gate. Like Crusaders does this very often. It's classic for a Monkey player to gate, especially if he doesn't want to tank Shadow Strike from the Quap.
Yeah. Okay, so that was the other thing. So we saw the Quap come out early. They did correctly predict that this was going to be the offlane Queen of Pain for Notice, and yeah, as a Monkey King, I can't imagine it's going to be super fun, but he is setting up for a kill here on the Brahma's Whitemon. Thanks to the aggression from the Crystal Main to help secure that first blood.
I mean, I have to say, I'm an experienced Monkey player. I'm Master T on the hero too, and this looks like a bad matchup, but it actually isn't. Like, especially with a CM, if you have an aggressive 5, this is not a lane I'd be worried going into. And I'm sure Crystallis is an exceptional Monkey player, maybe the best in the world. So I'm sure he doesn't mind at all this Quap Muerta. He's gonna have a fine time over here.
Yeah, that's why I was curious how much of an impact the CM would make, because she's known for being a lane bully the first few levels, and you can see it there. So
you don't need to be on Jingle, you just stay on Q and W. The Monkey is actually one of the few carry heroes that can catch the Quap after the game. But this is why he can threaten kills on her.
I like it.
Pretty simply.
So far, CS in the lane going pretty well for Yandex. Now they did give up first blood here on the top side, but the mid lane, as you kind of predicted, pretty well for the Kunkka. There's just not much that Bzm can do about this. The early levels are going to be difficult, but he does scale exceptionally well with levels, so he'll catch back up.
And he did go for the exort facet, right? Like we've seen yesterday the Wax facet. Now this is an exort facet. We're looking at Cataclysm. We're looking at, a lot of burst damage. It is much more greedy. That is the one thing to be noticed. But besides that, it's gonna come handy in the game.
Yeah. You still typically see the Midas on the exort invoker from what I've seen, right?
Yes. He will go first. Most likely, unless there's some new tech that we haven't seen yet.
Vacuum, Sunstrike on the money. There it is. Bzm's on the board. They're gonna take a lot of damage here. Saxa gonna try and go for the dive, and it might pay off. It will. He gets the kill. He dies afterward, which he's perfectly fine with.
Yeah, that is really rough. That is really rough for Yandex, because 33 is not gonna get the way for himself. He's gonna. Oh, never mind. He couldn't aggro. But he's doing for a dom. This thing can get completely out of control with the gates play coming on later and top. They're going.
Yeah, they're going to be a TP in here as well. Christos will go ahead and grab himself the Jingu, goes for the Boundless Strike, tries to get problems, but doesn't have the damage. Notice, will have to blink away. But a little bit low on resources as Solo's going to join them top side, drop the Shadow Word, trying to offer a little bit of extra damage. And now the turnaround, Ricky with the Fatal Bond. Sunstrike's coming through. They don't have the damage. They soak it as a team. Nicely done, but Whitemon, Crystal Maiden claims another. Crystallis gonna be forced back to the tower. He should survive this.
Very nice way to tank the Sunstrike at 3. Like, you like to see that. That is definitely the way to play against Invoker.
I mean, this salvages that Sunstrike kill bottom helps him out a ton because obviously he's losing a little bit in the mid lane, but
yeah, as he should. I mean, this is a really good matchup for Kunkka. Like what's happening mid is pretty normal in this matchup.
Yeah, any kill he can get from that Sunstrike gonna go a long way for him.
100%. I mean, the sequence stop hurt Saxa's game a lot because, you know, he had to TP top and then run back to base. I think he even died actually, so this definitely hurts this Ricky. But you know, for now the game is pretty stable. It's gonna start accelerating when we see this Kunkka hit level 6 and start, you know, looking for plays on Invoker. It's definitely a weak lane for Tundra. We see the Siege Creep coming in here, a big wave. Kunkka's about to hit 6. Very scary for Bzm. Let's see how he plays this one out.
So do you think we're going to see some, I mean, obviously the 6-minute rune, once we see that, we'll probably see some heroes rotating in, but if he can keep the capital alive
here, to be honest. Like, I think Marta should make her way to the mid lane as soon as possible.
Even the catapult alive would be very nice. Now 33 is having a great time, so that a little bit of focus on the top lane, the kills in the bottom side has given him a lot of space to kind of play around. So he's kind of chilling here. Saksa.
He's very close to his dom. Monkey gated.
Yeah, very nice.
Level 3 Iron Child. This is so much damage.
Yeah, they're going to go ahead and make the play here. Surge to try and get him away. Bowser actually off the mark. Does hurt him a little bit, but again, that Ion Shell plus just the constant damage and roots coming in from this Crystal Maiden. 33 dodges the third raise. He's going to live. And now TNT1000 needs to be a little bit careful.
TP, they have to run. He cancelled.
Okay, he's going to cancel.
Maybe got cancelled by Bzm actually, because I think he wasn't there. He actually decided to get some TP pressure mid instead.
Okay.
I mean, I think this play was kind of telegraphed. Like when you think of SF Saints lane and Monkey on the other side of the map, especially with the darts here. Of course, the Monkey's gonna look to gate. So I would really want Team Yandex to fight for the gate rune. The gate vision. I mean, they need to know what this Monkey's looking at gating.
This is an aggressive play here from Cheer Jr. Now in comes the root. The meatball will be forced to drop the boat. Himself a little bit of extra health to work with. Whitemon.
So fast.
Yeah, can't really do much about it. That rump plus the boat.
That's so tanky. Like this is a hero that you really struggle to focus. You don't have like an overwhelming amount of damage.
Yeah, so I mean, I was gonna ask, like, what do you bring to deal with the Kunkka? Or do you just kind of accept that he exists and you focus elsewhere?
Oh, definitely. You let him be. I think you play on side lanes. You let this Invoker quietly get the gold. You know, farm the camps, and you keep killing with Sunstrike on side lanes. You just force TPs from this Kunkka. Pretty much what they did. But you have to respect the TP, of course. So whenever they dive, they have to kind of not cross the line, not go too deep. Force the Kunkka TP, back off.
Okay. Well. As we focus up a little bit more on the top lane, again, this offlane co-op, definitely not something we see often. Pretty cool. I mean, it's a hero that's gotten a lot more popular in the last few weeks here, especially at EWC, and seems to look pretty good.
It's looking good. It's a max Shadow Strike, so like his farm potential is not very high. I think the Monkey got what he needed from this lane. He's a little bit behind, as it should be. And he's also, they're double gating again, actually.
That's an early Helldom here from the Darkseer. Whitemon, he's gonna hold the Requiem. He's like, all right, maybe not worth committing in. There's no one else coming through that gate.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, when you gate and you realize I'm gating into an SF standing on top of me, you definitely accept your fate.
Yeah, that's a classic support experience there. Yeah, okay, so super early Helldom here, 33. It's really good at amplifying the farm speed. We see a couple people start to go this route. I know Whisper was one of the earlier adopters of the Helldom on this Darkseer.
And it's particularly good against SF, right? To kick him out of the lane, like you just throw the creep at him with an Ion Shell. What is SF supposed to do? Like, SF doesn't like gap closers. He wants to be able to raise you, he wants to click ulti. He's gonna feel horrible for neutral creep.
Well, we're gonna see the rotation of the top side here. Whitemon to soak the gank here. So that's a nice find. King, however, does get feared right on over to Solo. That's a huge golem, and with TA2000 showing up as well, the changing of the guard to try and make some space, but the torrent is there. He's got one more moment. Solo just barely living on the edge.
That is very nice find.
That's such a sick rotation.
It is. Very nice that they were able to find the monkey there. That's probably going to mean the tower dies. I mean, SF is, they're basically 5 heroes on the top lane, so
yeah,
the tower is very dead.
This is what you... I don't know, it's one of those things like you've come to expect it with Black Grimoire on Warlock, but you forget about it sometimes.
Yeah.
Like you're just kind of walking around and then there's just a level 6 Warlock in your lane.
And I mean,
level 7.
Well, like, finding the, the aggression there. Go on SF now.
Nice smoke screen, the vacuum back. They don't have the damage, or they don't have the ability to save him here. Plenty of damage as Solo will donate to the cause. 33 with a double kill.
Warlock,
yeah,
feeding his death. Like it matters a lot. It's a lot of XP. Super nice reaction from Tundra here. And you know, a little bit unfortunate for Yandex. Like these are really high value kills.
Under attack.
33 now, just top the net worth on the Dark Series. We hit the 10-minute mark, so he's having a great time. Mid lane. Bring in the Ricky as well. Nice calling here to try and silence up the Crystal Maiden, but she should have another root. Tornado barely connects. Jir Jr. 11 wand charges. Sunstrike on the money. No escape for you. Into the Sonic Wave. They get a return kill. Nice 1 for 1.
Trouble.
Can you?
Mr. CM. He is so dead.
Notice has a wand as well as a Lotus, so he's gonna find him. But we'll find a courier, I guess, further. Couriers actually. Sox got them both.
Nice. I mean, good move for the co-op. I mean, this is much needed kills. I think when you max the Shadow Strike, you really want to get involved. You want to get the kills. You want to get the XP because you cannot really fall back on farm. So he's gonna be very happy with that sequence.
Ooh, that's a lot of stacks in the triangle here.
Yeah, and they can take them so easily. Like Fatal Bounds, leave from Kunkka, it's gonna be easy. So it's gonna be double blade meals coming on the Saddle Radiant, like one on the Kunkka and one on the Guap.
Nice, true.
Which kind of matters. I mean, Darkseer is not going to enjoy that. Neither CM or Invoker.
Oh, Oxada building tricks to the trade dodge out that X, but does reveal his attack. Yeah, he's actually gonna live here. So that's fine.
Until they get the ADOS on the Morta, their lockdown is not very good, especially against the Ricky.
Yeah.
He's making his way around again. He wants to ditch the XP.
Yeah, he does have a sentry. Yeah, he'll block it.
Oh.
Is that it? I think it... Oh, it's just barely out of range.
Scanning.
All right, nicely done.
Toto just drew on the map that he wants to play in the enemy jungle. He has the rock up, probably flying himself a smoke, or he's looking for Morta to click it. And they're gonna try to invade. I don't think they're happy with how much space Tundra is getting.
So where are you looking to make your next kind of rock play on the Warlock here?
Yeah, I think you just try to, so now they have both like Darkseer and Invoker maximizing at a really fast pace. Monkey's also, of course, getting his farm, but the bigger concern will come from these two heroes, and they have a lot of tools. Like this Kunkka Warlock trains masters on the map, like wherever they go. Like Tundra can't find them yet.
The blade mills are done.
What of course the issue? They need to start taking down tier 1s.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just a push thing.
Yeah.
Like it happens. Actually, it's not a miss.
Yeah.
One players have started doing that. Yeah.
Just secure the tower. It's an arcane route as well, so there's really no reason not to use this.
You might catch your Crystallis, looking at whether he can fight you or not.
I was gonna say I would like to see them use the golem to aim for mid lane, but I was assuming there was gonna be like a gank somewhere and then like eventually move it over, but that's another way to do it.
No, it's I think it's totally fine, especially as you mentioned with the arcane rune. He's chilling.
All right, 2 towers down for Yandex.
Much less explosive game from the Morta. Like we had an exceptional performance yesterday, or was it the day before? Much more quiet this time around, but might change.
Junior getting found out. You're gonna drop the Sunstrike, just deletes the Muerta. So she's out of the fight for now. They do have the boat available if they want to try and fight with this, but no golem. Manabong's gonna come out there. Boat pass onto the X. It doesn't actually connect, and now they're gonna just dump all the damage on the Jira Junior stuck inside the Wukong's command. There's no helping him. A beautiful freezing field to zone off the rest of the team, and Jira Junior on 1 HP up onto the high ground, but Crystallis will secure that kill.
Yeah, that is a rough kill to give away, honestly. Like, this is definitely not the first timing. Like, they should not be getting these kills and getting these favorable fights, honestly. So, like, a bit of another extension. They don't have the rock. They find themselves in a really awkward position. The Morta dies first. Team Yandex have to be a little bit more careful and disciplined because the scaling is definitely on Tundra's side this game.
Yeah, Soxa fighting it in for the Wisdom Rune. Definitely can't win this battle, though, as the dust is going to come out. Thanks to problems, they should have plenty of damage.
Invoker is almost like max exort, so it's a 6, it's a 500 kill nuke.
Wow,
This is crazy. Like he has the Road of Atos too, so he basically can solo kill. I mean, the supports are gonna die. I think he could almost solo kill the Quap or the SF if he finds them. Like that's how much damage he is able to dish out right now.
All right, keeping our eyes on Bzm Invoker. Obviously, panel talked about it. One of the few specialists that's willing to pick this hero, even when it's not considered super in the meta. Like he just loves his Invoker.
I actually had a conversation with him for content here before the tournament started, and then we're talking about the Invoker club membership. You know, like who gets to sit
Who's
with
allowed
him.
to do it?
And he told me it's only the 2 of us. I'm like, really, the 2 of us? So who's the second one? He's like, Miracle and me. Okay. And he's not the type to brag. He's actually a very humble guy, Bzm. But he knows his worth on Invoker, and rightly so. He's an exceptional Invoker player, probably the best in the world right now.
Yeah, there's few players you are excited to watch play Invoker as much as him, so I believe it. As Queen of Pain now looking for... Okay, she's gonna go with Kaya Sanj as her next item. Take up a little bit. I mean, it makes sense, right? With the facet, with the blade mail, that's kind of what you aim for.
I would like to see some sort of like either dispel or save mechanic, because the way Tundra lineup works right now is they heavily rely on, you know, like the Atos or the Frostbite connecting into the smoke screen and into, you know, dishing out all the damage. Like Force Staff is a really important item, or some sort of dispel to get yourself out of troubles. Obviously the BKBs are gonna come, but there are items that can damage.
Another setup bottom lane, yeah. Now the boat off the mark as well, so Sox is gonna be just fine, and Cheer Jr. needs to be very careful. The ion shells continue to burn him down. Vacuum back into the stomp now from the Centaur, but thanks to Solo, he should have the ability to survive this.
Yeah.
He's going to try and finish off the Dom creep there.
It is the fight timing on the Darkseer, so that's why they feel so confident playing so aggressively. They know that Team Radiant lacks a lot of damage in this game.
Okay. I didn't see the pipe. That's a good call.
So we'll see. I mean, both teams could start looking at objectives. We see the tier 1 mid has died with the Invoker. This is when he starts being active, and you know, yeah, they're going to take a smoke and look for more pickups. They have the potential to kill Roche if they want to, or if they find a significant kill. So yeah, Team Yandex has to be really careful to not give up one of these.
2000 is walking into the danger zone right now.
Yeah, and that would be the best kill they could get. It's looking scary. They're closing in.
All they need is that little bit of a boundless strike into the slow. He's going to channel the Requiem. They're going to back off for now. Tundra a little bit hesitant without seeing too many of the Yandex heroes.
Correctly so. I mean, a lot of heroes are missing. Like, we get to see that on the minimap. Like, we know who's who, but who's where, sorry, but they don't. So, you know, with 3 heroes missing and it's SF ready to click ulti, you gotta respect that.
Yeah. Do you think Tundra just continues to farm out for the aghanim scepter? Like, are they worried at all about going late game?
Not at all.
Okay.
Not at all. Like, typically Darkseer is considered a really good matchup against SF. Like, the Wall of Replica does, you know, wonders against +1 SF. They also have the Monkey matchup, which is good against SF. It's one of the heroes that really you have really easy ways to dodge the Requiem with your own change of the guard. Facet, Invoker can just force BKBs from these SFs and Kunkas like with no effort. Their scaling is amazing.
Full rotation, the boat's gonna go through, do a lot of damage. The Monkey being able to dump out for now, but the damage, it's not enough to push them away, and it looks like Tundra is gonna go ahead and try and pursue here, surge forward onto Whitemon. Do miss on the dead shot, but can they actually find the kill? Shadow Feed, he's up on the high ground, hits the Requiem, it's gonna be able to peer away too, and he will just dump the damage, take down the crystal. Yeah, this was completely outnumbered. They wanted to chase though.
Saxa did not even bother, like, even around there. Like, that's what I love about Tundra, is like they really know their limits. Like, they engage in these fights and they don't overcommit. And what I love even more is that the players that are not ready to connect, instead they decide to apply pressure somewhere else. Like, Saxa's gonna push the top wave, Bzm is like farming, and obviously he's pushing the mid wave in. So, and the 3 players bottom know that, okay, we're just forcing TPs, we might get a kill, we might not, but what matters is to not overextend, because we are outnumbered and we know it.
Yeah. They do manage to actually pick up an early gem, I just noticed on Yandex. They picked up for the Kunkka, so he's pretty tanky, as we just saw, so this will give them a little bit more threat against the Ricky, but also just some little bit of ward coverage.
It's a really good pickup, because Basically, they've been stronger for a decent amount of time now, and it's getting less and less true, but they're just like being outplayed on the map, and that's because of the deep ward that Tundra have and the Riki that's able to just scout and face them. So the gem is going to make sure that you find yourself the fight that you want.
Up top lane, they're going to try and punish Soxa for this. He gets pulled back with the X, stuck here next to the Shadow Fiend. Not going to be easy, but a nice inhibit actually slows him down quite a bit. Solo will chase him down. Now there is a Monkey King hiding in the trees here.
They want to
As
fight.
the rest of Tundra do want to fight. It definitely seems so, but you need to get late to you. That was going to be a great silence for them. The wall as well. The BKB from Shiro Jr. The BKB from Jr. Needs to be careful here. He's taking a lot of damage. He's going to grab back around, using the changing of the guard here to try and make some space.
Out here.
Yeah, I mean, Notice still has the Sonic Wave if they get any vision.
Gets stun charge soon though. Picking it up.
I think they're just going to go to Tormentor and maybe try and bait.
They want to fight the Tormentor for sure. They have Cataclysm on Invoker.
Yeah.
They're thinking about it. I think they can. He has a center creep on 33, so he's looking for the big vacuum into stun into Cataclysm play.
They smoke on Yandex. They're waiting for this. The question is, who do you find? 33 gets the vacuum in to stomp on the Queen of Pain. He's going to be able to pick up the Centaur, but 33, he set up maybe a kill here on the clock. The Sunstrike only onto the Shadow Fiend for now, but Notice dies to the Tormentor. Now onto the high ground they go. Great Tornado. There's going to be a silence on the backside, keeping the players in this fight. They've got him, and now the Requiem, it doesn't really do a whole lot. Boat's going to come through, maybe grab the Crystal Maiden, but the rest of Yandex is going to TP and don't get out. Shadow Fiend's going to get caught. It's not enough, and now they've got the Kunkka as well. What a beautiful entry to that fight.
This was a piece of art, what we just saw from Tundra. Like the way they're able to poke just enough so that they can't disengage, but they're also not putting themselves at risk. You know, you think Dota, you think of the 5-man Black Hole, you think of the 5-man RPs. Like I promise, this was one of these. It's just different. It's just subtle. Like it was so hard to play for Yandex. Like they can't get out, but they're at the same time they're just not giving them the fight. And they're getting poked and poked and poked, and they end up getting 5, even though they were just fighting a Warlock SF Kunkka lineup.
Yeah, and they can't connect on any of their spells.
And they're winning. It's absolutely amazing execution by Tundra here.
Yeah, Bzm getting real strong now on the Invoker. Top net worth, doing the most damage. Yeah, we're going to get a replay of this. Obviously, like you called it, the vacuum into the stomp to start the fight.
Look at how they cut, like they just instantly reset, like they just keep poking with the Frostbites, with the Forge, the Sunstrike. They never put themselves at risk. Look at this. Pick my spell, reposition.
Crystal Clone to like force staff to the low ground and like re-frostbite, like...
It's amazing. And look at how nobody's gonna escape. It looks like everybody's escaping, but they know I'm stunning this guy, I'm canceling this guy. Everybody's here all of a sudden. They all die.
Yeah, this was a sick fight. And like off on the top side of the screen, we didn't even see too much of it, but it's the Riki being set up with the Darkseer, right? Being able to just basically remove the Muerta from the fight altogether.
Yeah, it's a lot of impact. It's a lot of like shadow impact in a way. Like you might not feel it when you're watching, but when you play, it is obnoxious. You get silence, you get cold snap, you get poked, you can't move. You're wondering, should I press my BKB? Should I press my ult?
Take the Tormentor, knowing that they've got time.
Yeah.
And that's the shard you want. That is the best shard you could ask for.
Yeah.
So
no more force taps. Yep. And they bought 2. Muerta has 1.
Yeah.
And Quap has 1. They're both useless now.
That's huge. Greaves finished up now as well for 33, so they are looking really strong.
They're charging.
They are charging forward. On the TA2000, Inhibit's gonna be able to prevent anything here. As the X will pull back 33. There's a big kill to get if he can survive with the Guardian Reach. Damage is being dealt. They need to get outside of this wall. Tornado off the mark, but a nice bounce right onto Juice. Deafening Blast, Meatball doesn't connect either. Nice dodge here from Yandex as they'll be able to just disengage.
Okay, surprising. I mean, the Monkey didn't have Wukong or BKB, so he doesn't feel like he can prevent. He decided to go for the shard, and Bzm was a little bit far away. He looked really grim for Team Yandex, so they must be happy to get out with a core versus support trade, because he looks very scary.
I mean, we're still looking. The damage from the Shadow Fiend is still pretty substantial.
Yeah.
Like, you got to be careful of this guy. If TA2000 is able to just stand there and actually get some attacks off.
And he's double downing on it. Like, he also realizes, like, this is what I got to do this game. Like, we need to make sure that they die. We don't have the most lockdown. It's going to be, you know, a torrent connecting or Muerta Fear, but I got to make sure that within this 1.5 to 2 seconds, I kill the targets. That's we're in big trouble. I like his approach this game. It makes a lot of sense.
I'm gonna go straight into the Daedalus.
This is scary against Darcy again, because it's gonna make the illusion stronger, but at the same time you gotta play early fight. Like, you can't be stuck on what might happen.
Yeah. I was just gonna ask, like, the Daedalus will make the Darkseer illusion pretty scary, but
it will. But at the same time, you know, like, what if he kills the Darkseer?
Nice Force Staff dodge. So we are seeing all the Force Staffs come out here as a result of the Ricky, obviously. That being said, they are trying to make a play onto the Queen of Pain at the base. Sunstrike's gonna do it.
Unfortunate, because his team is gating, and it could have been good. Like, I don't think Tundra is aware of what's happening, but are they still gonna take the fight without the co-op? It's a hard call.
They're gonna go for the X-play here on the Bzm. They have the boat and everything to connect. The question is, the rest of the team making it time. They dropped the bolt. T2000 got plenty of damage. They on detection. Walks away. Command is out, and now Tundra is stuck inside. Here's the Bzm. Goodbye. T2000 is gonna be forced upon the BKB and TP home. Make it out as well, but oh, that's where you wish you had that gem from earlier.
Oh, this one is super lots. Like, way many so they were lacking mana, the SS. It was a little bit, I mean, the angle is just tough. The Darkseer gets the Dream Vacuum wall. You don't even know where the Darkseer is standing at this point. They just tunnel vision the Invoker kill, which is the highest value target, so it makes sense, but just the area in which the fight will take in is just impossible to...
Radiant are scanning.
Impossible.
Well, with this, they are feeling real good now on Tundra. 12,000 lead. Soxa scouting out here on the Ricky, seeing what he can find.
They lost the gem, so
yeah, it's so hard to play now.
It's gonna be even harder now. Make sure that you secure yourselves like a nice fight setup.
Yeah, nice vacuum back here. Prop just gets completely melted here by this meatball, so has to be able to jump away. Force pop to pierce the veil.
I mean, they just have to hide in the base at this point, because if you show your face, you're gonna get by Tundra. They know your BKBs are on cooldown, they know you're not ready to fight, they know you don't have vision.
How do you do with Ricky? Right, he got the shard that he got for free, and possibly so because of the Darkseer.
Harder. They're not paying for BKB on Invoker, BKB on Monkey. They don't have this stuff to deal with it, so you know the BKBs are gonna come, especially with the amount of the Darkseer is providing. So yeah, it's very like a favorable fight condition on Team Yandex. I'm trying to think how they should play this one, but it's very tricky. They have to kind of wait for a mistake on Tundra's side, like an overextension.
They're trying to force Sheer Junior's BKB, but they won't get it. Good attempt there from Soxa though.
Yeah, he saw the road dying, so he knows it's a bluff.
Yeah.
Except is getting close to the Daedalus. I'm trying to look at the right side on Team Yandex. Like, is there any item that can help them deal with the amount of pressure Tundra's applying at the moment?
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, I'm trying to think, like, the Kunkka needed this Radiance quite a while ago, it feels like. 2,000 he's gonna TP home. Almost dies, a little closer than I thought it would be.
That was very close. That was very close. The strength of Cataclysm. But to be honest, like, I haven't really felt the impact of the co-op this game. I feel like
that's true.
It's shut down on the lane, it's shut down the Monkey a little bit, but it's been really hard for him to find any footing because he wants to fight, but it seems like they can't. And obviously that is related to how much Darkseer brings to the team fight versus the co-op. I mean, yeah, it's a pipe, like a pipe Greaves, vacuum. Probably Darkseer is like the best team fighter in the game. So hard to match that when you're playing co-op, but they now find themselves in a situation where they kind of wish they could fight. I mean, you're playing Kunkka, you're playing Warlock, but they can't. It's a little bit awkward.
It's just one of those scenarios where it's like you just need to get Ricky here. Nice sonic wave catches the backside as well. I think it's on. I mean, I don't know if it's on myself with the gem. Crystal Maiden does. That is a big find. The gold's gonna come down. They really want to chase this. 8 toes now as well. I think we'll continue to jump forward. Got the Shadow Feed inside the hole. That's not good. Bzm starting to lose some health, but he's just gonna stand in around his Crystal and shows up the health. Command is out, and with this, they know exactly how strong they are. 3 dead here on Yandex, but potentially 4 is solo. Now gonna get chased up here. Chrysalis has more than enough damage to secure this one. 8 kills for Bzm. Let's make it that much easier. Oh boy. Yeah. Shadow Fiend died in his base, man.
What did he die to? Was it the monkey?
It was the monkey. Yeah, monkey just chased him down, killed him.
Okay. So much damage. SM doesn't have a bike yet, so he's just standing there and he's just taking all the damage over time. You know, the sun strikes, the Ricky spells, the Dark Tier wall. It's just hard for him to sustain. He needs more items. He wants to get the bike, he wants to get the mechanics, so he's able to stand his ground. Tundra's playing too fast.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Now with the Tier 3 tower Dawn
Radiant's
in the
top barracks
top
are under
lane,
attack.
they're going to try and grab themselves the lane of Rax, but back away, respect the respawns coming in from Yandex. They're very strong, but when you're Invoker, you don't really want to risk too much. Shadow Fiend just TPs it very aggressively here. Jared coming as well. Both for the win. Torn is sign of the smoke screen, and his mana is gone.
So much better.
Yeah.
That is the hard part about the DPS. You're getting poked, just the EMP coming up, and then you're standing there with these spells, and you're wondering, should I press the
Radiant's
DPS, should I
bottom
not?
tower is under attack.
Tundra's playing with them.
Yeah. It's mind games for sure. They're now going for the Queen of Pain. Nice fear from Problems. Notice gets the blink out, but Crystallis is going to chase. Does get the Boundless Strike connection. Sonic Wave at the ready. BKB's at the ready. He's going to be forced to use it. Man, that hurts. Mid lane. That's a nice solo pick. Godlike spree now for Bzm. Another smoke screen into the Wukong's command. That game away. As the X in the boat, not going to connect, changing the guard allows him to dodge it. And it just, like you said earlier, Tundra's messing with them. They're just toying with them.
They forced the boat, they forced Sonic Wave, the SF BKB, and in exchange of what,
Radiant's middle
really?
tower
Like,
has fallen.
one Wukong, like, it's just hard.
Just walk up on the high ground, try and force a reaction. He's still got that Aegis for another 40 seconds, so Bzm feels very safe.
Oh, he doesn't care. He actually wants to dive in.
Yeah.
He wants to get the mana back.
Jump on in, looking for this Krunka. BKB at the ready. Yeah.
He's done so much this game.
All right, it looks like they're going to go ahead and just let Bzm die here. Like you said, he wants his mana back. They're really trying to do something to get his big vacuum onto three. The Boundless Strike gets the only survivor thanks to his own BKB. All right, that was perfect execution.
Radiant's middle barracks has fallen.
And this will mean one side of Rax at the very least, because SF is dead for 50 seconds without buybacks. They don't necessarily know about it, but I don't think they're ready for his buyback.
Now your Invoker is topped off thanks to the Aegis expiring, and yeah, 40 seconds, no Shadow Fiend. How do you defend? 10,000 net worth built during that. That's a great use of the Aegis. 33, another vacuum back. Silence up for the Cataclysm. Not really going to do a whole lot, but they do force out the Muerta. They force the Warlock back to the Fountain. Nobody able to get out of this. Another Boundless Strike on through, and Life on with another set. Freezing field. Even the wall just on the top of the Krunka. Cheer Jr. trying to do something. The buybacks coming through from Yandex. They've got it. This is their only chance of holding. Shadow Fiend, yeah, aggressive TP going for the BKB Requiem, but there's not a lot of souls under his belt right now. Seem completely unbothered.
Yeah. It's hard. It's hard for Team Yandex. SF can taunt. I mean, that's what you do. Well, that's what you have right now. Just dance around. Just show them your dance moves.
Dire's bottom
Spells are really impressive.
So far behind, like you said,
They just don't have the
yeah. Atos, ENP, just going to try and burn off some of the mana here. You're forced back to the Fountain as a result. As this last lane of barracks. This is your big Sonic Wave. You're so close. You have the damage to finish it off. It's not enough. Crystals gets out, jump forward from Notice. Another dagger. He gets denied. Bzm.
Oh no.
Nothing for you, he says, and now they will chase for Whitemon. Crystal Clone going to make a little bit of space. He's going to TP, but nice from Cheer Jr. will at least find a kill.
Even the Monkey King you're not allowed to get.
Radiant
Seriously?
are scanning.
That hurts. All of that, and you get almost nothing.
Oh, that's too much. That is just too much. Give them the Monkey King. Give them hope.
What a good play from Bzm. I mean, this is the thing. Like they worked so hard for these 2 kills, and you only get the position 5 Crystal Mage at the end of the day.
What did they get? I think we have the point on the outside.
That was double buyback though, wasn't it? Oh, and the Shadow Fiend here, Saksa. He's gonna get caught. Okay. That's not a lot of damage.
Yeah, you're right. Both supports both back for gas fights, yeah. On Muerta and Warlock, so that's not gonna be available for the next one. Let's see, we must have gotten like a lot of few items coming in because that was a really long fight. That probably prevented players from buying what they wanted to. We have the Pike on the SF. I don't think the Kunkka got anything new. Let me check. No, he didn't. And on the side of Tundra, Darcier is working towards his next item. I don't think he decided yet. It's most likely going to be a BKB. Bling Dagger now on the Crystal Maiden. Monkey went for Skadi into the Disperser.
I love that build.
So he's going to be super strong. And obviously the Refresher on Invoker, that is going to be a big menace.
Yeah, and he's on his way to a Scythe. He's not too far away.
Yeah,
he's about 1,800 gold, so he'll get it soon.
He is massive. He even has the Whisper of the Dread, so
Yeah, that's nice.
10% more spell damage. This Invoker is a problem. They don't really have the tools to catch him, right? Like, I don't even know who's supposed to get on top of him at this point. Like, only the Quap has some mobility, but what is he supposed to do to this Invoker? He has 2 BKBs, he's sitting at almost 3k HP, like, he doesn't have the tools.
As you pointed out earlier, they really just don't have the immediate initiation, right?
No, they don't.
Everything is telegraphed. From the Kunkka to the Queen of Pain. The Muerta is probably the closest if you get like a dead shot into something, but that's not guaranteed.
No, it's not, and it doesn't last for that long either. Like, it's a 1.25 kill duration. It doesn't really give you any time to get anything else.
Yeah.
The SF would be the only one, but it's a +1 SF, so he's not playing on Blink, Kaya, Yasha. He's just standing there and right-clicking.
Yeah. Looked up on Tundra as they just get the BKB delivered for 33, so he's happy to just run right on in with this Ricky and look for an opening.
Yeah, Hex on Invoker, he sold the Midas and BKB on Darcier, so
that's nice.
they are exceptionally strong right now.
Scanning.
Whoever they
Damage
find
for Chrysalis.
Whoever they find will die.
They're just gonna go bottom. They're just gonna force them back and take the racks. They're just gonna get mega creeps.
It's the right play.
Why force the fight in the triangle if you don't need to?
Definitely don't, and I mean, what you're getting bottom matters much more than what you would have fought for in the triangle, so...
They're scanning Roshan, being like, maybe they're gonna sneak Rosh, but Air Barracks under siege, mega creeps. You're gonna be able to fort for now, but can you do anything about this solo? He's just gonna drop the golem. Chrysalis gets out. 33 is here. But they can find the kill. This will be Oh my goodness. You think you get the opening, but 33 says no once again.
Yeah, and that is the strength of the BKB versus the Iranian lineup. He's just standing there in the middle of 5 heroes and he knows nothing can happen to him. He's gonna have time to click it, no matter what, the exact time he wants to, which is what happens.
And they got what they wanted. That is so much damage. I will say, getting the vacuum wall onto the Shadow Fiend into a Boundless Strike is insane damage.
It is. He might just die from it. Yeah, he has to just run away, and if he makes it right, he definitely has to back place.
Yeah.
After that. So they got the mega creeps, they got, you know, the first couple spells, the Warlock kit, and now they're getting Rosh. And that most likely is going to be they're gonna go for the final push.
This was so nice.
Oh, they're trying something sneaky.
I really thought they had him there. I really did. But it was too good. Wukong to secure this. Yeah, Quad dies in the process, trying to steal the Roach, so he can do a little sneaky. He doesn't have a BKB of her own, so you're not going to survive against these guys.
No. If not, what kind of fight could they take? I mean, I saw the Kunkka bought a shard, which could be simple, honestly. You kind of, you know, you bring them into your SF. Like, I think it's an interesting way to look at it. You got to try everything you can at this point, because I don't think the nature of the team fight doesn't favor you, so you have to surprise them with repositioning tools. I like that approach.
But you might get lucky and like cancel Wukongs with it. Yeah. And, you know, like that's probably like your best case scenario in terms of like limiting some of the damage that they're going to be doing. But reposition them. See what happens. Sox is just going to go in. The tornado. EFG here on the once again, just dancing on the edge of the fight, letting them use their spells.
Especially the rapier.
Yeah,